When it's time for Jersey Mike's to give a sub some sizzle, this is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
My dream job is to run and manage my own spa one day.
To be the general manager for the Jumeirah Hotel in Abu Dhabi, Dubai.
I feel that Merciers has prepared me very well for my future in the hospitality industry.
The kitchen is incredible.
You are planning the meal, doing all the costing and the recipes. You're in charge of everything going on in the kitchen.
They really do get you prepared, and they want to make sure that you have a job after college.
When it comes to injuries,
they're not all created equal.
That's why at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine,
our team of doctors will coordinate and customize your care
to provide the best treatment options using the area's most advanced medical technology.
All with one goal in mind.
To get you back in the game.
We call life.
Pain-free.
Drug-free.
Surgery-free. That's what we do here at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine.
Get better faster.
Stay better longer.
Saving your business money is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Tanker Consulting Services, a payment solutions expert, will show you how with a free, detailed, written analysis illustrating your cost savings. We usually uncover savings between 10 and 25%, and sometimes more. We can help your business succeed by providing reliable and secure merchant payment solutions such as merchant services programs, point-of-sale systems, and ATM machines. TCS, one of the leaders in regional credit card processing consulting, offers electronic payments to merchants locally and nationwide through our preferred vendor programs. We work to keep business costs down with a comprehensive suite of quality products, services, and customized credit card processing programs exclusively tailored for your company. TCS is convenient, reliable, and innovative, with customer service available 24/7, 365 days a year. Our in-depth industry knowledge, partnership strategy, and innovative processing solutions allow for a specialized approach to providing merchant bank processing with 100% full fee disclosure. TCS is one-stop shopping for all your merchant services solutions. Our clients save money 100% of the time. Trust Tanker Consulting Services, the knowledgeable, professional, and friendly provider of secure payment services. We set the standard by which others are measured. Call now for a free written analysis. 609-922-0201.
And sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Morning Coffee right here on the Radio Vision Network. I am Mark Hook, and I am so glad you joined me this morning. It is Thanksgiving week, and yes, I am wearing the duck bow tie because the turkeys have flown the coop, and I don't have a turkey bow tie, so I wore the duck bow tie. That's basically how that happened. But I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. I have a very special guest sitting to my right. She is an actress. She is a Theta Healer. And I say that she's an actress because I know her from the acting world. I'd like to introduce you to Miss Colleen O'Brien. Good morning, Colleen.
Hello.
And welcome
Hello.
to Morning Coffee.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Mark, for having me.
You're quite welcome. This is really kind of interesting and funny because we're going to let you guys in the behind the curtain, right? Because Colleen and I are both professional actors in the Philadelphia area, and we met each other. Geez, what was it, 5-6 years ago in an acting
I think
class.
it was longer than
was
that.
Was it that
yes,
long? Wow.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not that old. I don't know. You're right now.
But I think of how long I've been acting and how early I took that class. It's got to be more than 5 or 6 years.
Well, it just goes to show that we've really kind of embraced the journey and we've done different things to try to maintain this really challenging career that we both tried to pursue and that we are pursuing. I always got to take out that word try. We're not trying. We're doing it, right?
Right, exactly. Well, your subconscious does not understand the word try. You either do it or you don't.
That's right.
And now I sound like Yoda.
I was just going to say, now you're good. That's a little Jedi mind trick you just played on me. But it's really, really amazing because Colleen, not only is she a super great actress, she's a brilliant woman. She's Villanova educated, master's degrees at the wazoo. I can't even believe it. You got one in computer science.
Yes.
Right, on top of everything else. So I'm just trying to establish that this is a really special person I have sitting to my right here, and she's a Theta Healer. And this is why she's here today. We could talk a lot about the acting world and all sorts of stuff.
Exactly. Because we all do different things. We all have different pieces of ourselves that we bring.
Right.
So it's silly to compartmentalize and be like, I'm only this.
Right.
But we only have so much time on air, so we're going to focus on the Theta Healing.
Yeah, we probably could talk for about 6 or 7 hours, and people would be asleep pretty quickly.
I don't think people will be asleep.
Well,
I think we're pretty dynamic.
I agree with that. You're right. I strike that from the record, take that out. You would never fall asleep watching us because we are just so dynamic. But Theta Healing is a really kind of an interesting concept, and a lot of people don't understand it.
Or have never heard of it.
Or have never heard of it is a very... good.
I never heard of it before I started.
And it's a fairly new practice. It's around 20 years old or so, and it started from a woman who developed a cancerous tumor in her leg.
Mm-hmm. By Anna Steibel.
And she basically wanted to find alternatives to a lot of the treatments that were happening.
Because what she was doing wasn't working.
Right. Basically, this tumor was going to end her life, and she didn't want that. So she was really trying to figure out different aspects of healing to figure out how she can best serve the problem with her leg. So I think we should start kind of at the basics. What is Theta Healing?
Theta Healing is a meditation technique, and it utilizes the theta brainwave, which occurs naturally every time when you're asleep. It's your dream state. When you get that REM sleep,
okay,
you're in the theta brainwave. But it is possible to access that theta state when you are conscious through meditation.
Okay.
And when you're meditating that way, you're able to access the subconscious. So any of those limiting beliefs or self-sabotaging subconscious programs that are running in the background.
In everybody's mind all the time.
Exactly. That you've been trying to change through affirmations or behavior or other methods that just don't really seem to work. With Theta Healing, you can change it instantly and easily.
Okay.
Just by using the theta brainwave.
And it's a meditation and a relaxation type technique.
Oh, it feels so good to do.
And,
yeah.
Well, I think that we've got to be very careful because when you talk about things like this, people bring in religion and spirituality and different aspects to it, and I want to make sure that we get it out right off the bat. That Theta Healing is not a religion. It is inclusive of all religions, right?
That's a great point.
It welcomes everyone. It is not its own entity. There is the idea of the creator, and that is what drives the Theta Healing.
Yes, all of the requests for healing or for changes or manifestations, if you will, are made through what we call the creator of all that is. Now, if my client is more comfortable calling that spirit or God or whatever, then that's the word we use.
Right.
That energy, that entity is not terribly picky about what you call it.
Right.
So I will be referring to it as creator here, but if I'm working with a client who prefers to say spirit or Jesus or God, then we'll use that word.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because you're open to it, and that's kind of the philosophical belief of it, is that it's welcoming to all religions, and it's just an acknowledgement that there is a higher being. Whatever that higher being is to you is perfectly acceptable and more than welcome in Theta Healing. And it's just important. This was a real important aspect when I was learning about it, that I wanted to make sure that people understood that we weren't pushing a weird religion or something different or whatever, that it is not a religious thing. Because look, if it was a religious thing or if it was a religion, then it wouldn't be for everybody.
Right.
And that goes against the core philosophy of what Theta Healing is.
Anybody can do this. Absolutely anybody can learn to do this. But as a client, you don't need to know how to do it. You don't need to know how to get into the theta state. Only the practitioner has to get into the theta state. You just need to give permission as the client to request, that I request the energy that all that is, the creator of all that is,
And
to
you-
make that change for
And
you.
I would think that you need to be open to it and willing to accept the change.
Absolutely.
Because
Everything is with the client's permission. Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
because I know, like, this is a really dumb example. I'm sorry, because it's the only one I can think of right now. But when I was trying to quit smoking, I went to a hypnotist. I wasn't open to it, so it didn't. So it didn't work, right? And that's kind of the thing, is that you
are that powerful. If you decide that this is not for you, that it isn't going to work, it's not going to work. I had a client who, at the end of her session, she said, "Oh, I don't think this is going to work for me until I actually take the class and learn how to be a practitioner myself." And I said, "Well, do you want to change that? That's just a belief." She's like, "No." I was like, "All right."
Okay.
Then there's really not. I was like, "Thank you. There's not much we can do right now."
Right.
And I just kept sending. It was like, when I knew that other classes were being held, they're like, "Here's the next one that I know of that's being scheduled. Here you are."
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because she basically proved that she wasn't open to kind of what the experience that was happening at that moment, and that's
Right.
and that's a big piece of it, is being open at the time where you're seeking you're seeking your theta healing. Now, I find it, when you're talking about achieving that dreamlike state, I equate it to a Zen, right? But a Zen is a Buddhist meditation type. Receiving you get the Zen, and then you've got the total consciousness and all of that. But that is based in a religious practice. So so where does the differentiation come in, right? Because I feel like it almost works similarly.
It could. I don't know enough about Zen Buddhism to say yes or no, because some people also ask me too if it's like hypnotism.
Okay.
And I don't know a great deal about hypnotism, but I do know that when I'm working with a client, they don't need to be in an altered state in order for it to work for them.
Okay.
I can certainly teach the Theta Healing meditation to them if they'd like, and sometimes I do. Some people are open to that and want to experience it for themselves, which
Right.
is really powerful. But I can say from my own experience that when I get there, it does. It feels really good. It feels very relaxed. I've even used it on set. Like
Really?
when you're waiting and holding for 16 hours,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you've
Those
got like,
days.
a 5 a.m. call time and you haven't seen the sun and you're just like, oh, we're not even close to wrapping. I go into a theta state, and because it's that dream state, you trick your body into thinking you're taking a nap.
Wow. Can you describe what it feels like?
It just feels really, really very relaxed. It's like slowing down. It's like slowing down and then getting really fast, because when you get into that state and you're relaxed and you're open to the energy of all that is and connected to everything, that just feels amazing.
Right.
But then you're able to receive messages or feelings or more intuitive things as well.
I'm so intrigued. The way I kind of envision it is that I'm standing on Fifth Avenue in New York City. And I've got all of this movement. Everything is happening. There's people everywhere. There's people walking towards me. There's people walking by me this way. There's cars. There's traffic. There's lights. There's all this stuff. And it's like that scene in the movie where everything slows down, almost to a stop. And everything becomes clear. The faces become clear as they're walking by. You can see the cars. The cars are now defined. The lights now come into definition. And then as the character or whatever continues to walk, then it speeds up again, right? And he's back. He's like, he snaps out of his trance, and then it's all back fast again. Am I on the right track with that? Because that's really what I feel like you're describing.
Yeah, and it certainly can be that way. I mean, it's unique for everyone.
Okay.
I find I'm not as visual when I witness these healings as other people are. So sometimes I'll, particularly when you're working with other theta healers, you'll ask, well, how was that experience? And they'll be like, oh, I saw this big explosion, or, I saw your DNA untwirling and twirling back. Some of the things that they see are really, really amazing, and I was like, oh, sometimes I'll see what they're seeing, but it's rare that I see stuff. A lot of times I'll feel stuff in my body.
Now, there's no hallucinogenic drugs involved,
No,
right?
no,
I mean, that really just kind of blew my mind, because, wait a second, you're seeing DNA strands flying around? Like,
or sometimes I'll just see, like, confetti, like, yeah, you got it, yeah.
That is, it's amazing, and really what it is, it's tapping into the subconscious of your mind, and there's all this stuff in there, and it's really... It's just accessing it. It's getting to the point where you can I'm sorry. I had a weird thought. Bear with me. So the left brain, right brain thing.
Mm-hmm.
People talk about how we don't use all of our brains. Is this a piece of that? That there is a big piece in Theta Healing that accesses whatever's closed off back there, right? And that's kind of how we can improve our brains, our bodies, our emotional self, right? Am I on the right track? She's looking at me like, she's like, all right, where are you going? I'm not sure exactly where you're going, but am I kind of getting it? Like,
I mean, yeah, everybody is already pre-built from the factory with the ability to do this.
Okay.
You're just kind of waking up.
Oh man, wake up, people! I love this, Colleen. We gotta take a break. When we get back, we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk so much more about this, but. I
love how excited you are.
Yeah, well, I'm so like intrigued by it. It's so interesting, and look, folks, I'm a human being. I get it. I know a lot of people out there are probably like, what are these guys talking about? I'm not sure. Just listen and learn and be open to it. That's all. You don't have to love it. You don't have to do it, right?
Exactly. If it's for you, then
Colleen encourages it, but she's not. We're not here to force anything on anybody. We're just learning about something really cool. So we're going to take a quick break, but you're not going to go anywhere, right? You're going to stay right there because we're going to be right back on the Radio Vision Network. Stick around.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to give a sub some sizzle, this is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
My dream job is to run and manage my own spa one day.
To be the general manager for the Jumeirah Hotel in Abu Dhabi, Dubai.
I feel that Mercier has prepared me very well for my future in the hospitality industry.
The kitchen is incredible.
You are planning the meal, doing all the costing and the recipes. You're in charge of everything going on in the kitchen.
They really do get you prepared, and they want to make sure that you have a job after college.
When it comes to injuries,
They're not all created equal.
that's why at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine,
Our team of doctors will coordinate and customize your care,
to provide the best treatment options using the area's most advanced medical technology,
all with one goal in mind.
to get you back in the game,
We call life
pain-free,
drug-free.
surgery-free. That's what we do here at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine.
Get better faster.
Stay better longer.
Saving your business money is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Tanker Consulting Services, a payment solutions expert, will show you how with a free, detailed, written analysis.
See, I told you we'd be right back, and here we are. Welcome back.
Super quick.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I listen, we're moving fast here. That's what's happening. Welcome back to Morning Coffee, everybody. Thanks for joining us. And I'm talking to Colleen O'Brien. She's a Theta Healer, and we're learning all about Theta Healing. And it's just so fascinating because we were talking off the air, and I do this all the time. We get in a little conversation, and then we come back, and I'm like, I'm going to tell everybody what we said off the air. You ready? So I'm saying, like, you know, I think a lot of what we encounter in day-to-day life is that people are constantly judging. They don't want to learn or absorb the information. They're basically deciding like, oh, I don't like that, right? Or I like that, or I don't like that. Whereas I take this approach where I'm trying to learn as much as I can before I make that decision. That's just how I approach it, because I was very impulsive when I was younger. And I made those snap decisions and judgments on people and things and philosophies very quickly. And as I've gotten older, I've tried to really slow that aspect of it down. And I said, is there a way that Theta Healing could help those people who are judging? And you said, well,
It's just a belief.
yeah.
Yeah, that I
It's
have to be
just a
judgmental
belief.
is just a belief.
Yeah.
And if it serves them, then they're going to keep that belief. But if they want to change it, then we can change it, and we can identify what were the lessons they learned from being judgmental, which you've even already touched on. Hey, I used to be really impulsive,
right? But
now I'm trying a different way.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think a lot of people, and I encountered it this morning as I was driving in, and I think driving is really where you see so much of this stuff. That it's people not acting like themselves. They become these other aggressive, self-important type of I'm going where I'm going and everybody better get out of my way type mentality. And
it's stress. It's stress. They're stressed that they're late, they need to get where they're going, that things aren't working out for them. There's a lot of things going on that you get really, really aggressive about behind the wheel.
So lady cuts me off. Mm-hmm. I get mad. And I think that she realized she made a mistake. Mm-hmm. And then I think she, almost one of those deals where, if we could have talked to each other, I think she would have apologized and felt bad for what had happened. So there is the capability of recognition of something like this. But you have to want the change. You have to want the help. You have to identify that there is something that you want to change in it, right? There needs to be a call to action. Is that am I?
Yes. I just trust that the people who are ready for this work are present themselves, and there are plenty of Theta healers around all over the world. So they will be attracted to the people that they're going to work with most, because people have different specialties or different angles, or that they just resonate better with someone as a person.
Okay.
So I trust that the clients who are going to want to work with me are going to come in, and we're going to do some fantastic work.
They're going to come in,
ready for it.
Right. They'll be open-minded. They'll be receptive to the things that are happening and all of that. So what I want you guys to do right now is, look, we live on the internet, right? I want you to open up another tab at the top of the screen. You just did that, right? Now I want you to go down there and type in that web address, o'brientheta.com. Now you can check out the website while you're listening to us talk and learn all sorts of great stuff. And if you want another cool website, just go to ColleenO'Brien.com. You can see it spelled right there.
Colleen with an A. Colleen with an A.
The only Colleen I've ever met with an A.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I like it. It's cool. It's different. Now, Google wanted me to correct it to an E, but I'll talk to Google later. So check out the website so you can learn all stuff. If you go to ColleenO'Brien.com, that's her acting website. You can see all her great her resume, her headshots, and you can get the Theta Healing stuff there too. And it's a good looking website. I'll tell you, it's better looking than mine. Bookmarkcook.com. So let's talk about how you got involved in this. Where did this come from? I mean, because look, you are a super smart lady. You Villanova educated with a master's degree in computer science. You're trained all up and down in acting, left and right. You're a Theta healer. You've got so much. Your journey has been so amazing. So why don't we talk a little bit about that?
Well, I had found it on a meetup group. There was a meetup about using meditation for manifesting in abundance, and I was like, oh, yeah, I want to do that.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of doing it the hard way.
Right.
I'd love to just sit and meditate and get what I want. So that was how I first found out about Theta Healing and how you can become a practitioner. And originally it was just that I was going to do it for myself to help my acting career.
Okay.
And then after I started taking the classes, it dawned on me you can do this for other people. This could be another income stream while you're going to auditions and gigs.
Right.
And now I'm really more focused on doing a lot more Theta Healing. I'm still, hey, auditions and gigs come in, but I'm developing more, I'm taking more classes. I'm really good at Theta Healing. I really like it.
Oh, cool.
And I really feel pulled to that direction. And it, I develop better when I'm helping other people, and it's really just amazing to just see the transformations in people.
Yeah, it's cool to watch you get so excited about it, because I can tell how much you care, and that's really a cool thing. And you mentioned something about a revenue stream, and I think that people always they immediately think when they're like, oh, all right, well, I bet you there's a big cost associated with it, and it's got to be really expensive to achieve that sort of, enlightenment, right? Because not everybody can do it, and you got to be trained and all this stuff. No, folks, the session costs vary. It depends kind of on a lot of different factors.
Each Theta healer can set their own prices.
Right, but I guess I was talking about the sessions where you go to learn. Right, they're right, and even there, the instructors can set their own prices. Yeah.
I mean, they tend to fall in
In a
certain
range.
range.
Yeah.
Depending upon what the class is, because some classes are 3 or 2 days, other classes are like 3 weeks and are a little more advanced.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. The one thing that I saw was that you really need to do like a really long 3-day session.
It's not that long. It goes like that.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Well,
In
I
fact,
imagine, yeah.
I was a teaching assistant for DNA 1 just this weekend.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
really cool.
yeah.
Now, have you been to Bigfork, Montana?
I have not. A lot of people keep asking me, they're like, when you go to Montana,
Yeah.
when you get the instructor classes.
Yeah, well, I looked at the website, and that's where the corporate headquarters is. I should say corporate headquarters, whatever. The headquarters of Theta Healing is in Bigfork, Montana. I didn't even know Bigfork existed, and I saw it, and I was like, I have to ask her if she's been to Bigfork.
Yeah, not yet. But
Yeah.
that is where you go to if you wanted to be an instructor. Every summer they have the instructor training, and you meet Vienna Stiebel, who is the founder of Theta Healing.
And she was the woman we spoke of in the first segment with the tumor in her leg, who wrote the book about the started the whole movement. Really, she's kind of an amazing woman,
and now she travels the world.
Yeah,
teaching Theta Healing.
She goes from Bigfork to Little Spoon to Sharp Knife, Montana. And she's going everywhere. No, I couldn't let that go, Colleen. You know me, right? That joke was so bad that I had to get it. I had to.
Well, you'll love this too. The name of the road is Broken Leg Road. And my instructor was like, oh no, cancel, I don't want any broken legs. And I told her, I was like, no, that is an acting thing. When you break a leg, you're literally like breaking the plane of your leg, taking a bow.
Yeah.
So it's a more celebratory thing.
Yeah, it's good luck road.
Exactly.
This is happening.
It's all about perspective.
Colleen, this is so funny. I just got the sign. I got to take another break already.
Fantastic.
This is going so fast.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Folks, you've got to check out her website. It's right there at the bottom of the screen. We're running out of time here. You need to learn even more about this, right? So go to the website. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but we're going to come right back, and we're going to continue talking to Colleen O'Brien. So what you're going to do is stay right there.
Merchant payment solutions such as merchant services program.
When it's time for Jersey Mike's to give a sub some sizzle, this is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
My dream job is to run and manage my own spa one day.
To be the general manager for the Jumeirah Hotel in Abu Dhabi, Dubai.
I feel that Merciers has prepared me very well for my future in the hospitality industry.
The kitchen is incredible.
You are planning the meal, doing all the costing and the recipes. You're in charge of everything going on in the kitchen.
They really do get you prepared, and they want to make sure that you have a job after college.
When it comes to injuries,
they're not all created equal.
That's why at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine,
our team of doctors will coordinate and customize your care
to provide the best treatment options using the area's most advanced medical technology.
All with one goal in mind.
To get you back in the game.
We call life.
Pain-free.
Drug-free.
Surgery-free. That's what we do here at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine.
Get better faster.
Stay better longer.
Saving your business money is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Tanker Consulting Services, a payment solutions expert, will show you how with a free, detailed, written analysis illustrating your cost savings. We usually uncover savings between 10 and 25%, and sometimes more. We can help your business succeed by providing reliable and secure merchant payment solutions such as merchant services programs, point-of-sale systems, and ATM machines. TCS, one of the leaders in regional credit card processing consulting, offers electronic payments to merchants locally and nationwide through our preferred vendor programs. We work to keep business costs down with a comprehensive suite of quality products, services, and customized credit card processing programs exclusively tailored for your company. TCS is convenient, reliable, and innovative. with customer service available 24/7, 365 days a year. Our in-depth industry knowledge, partnership strategy, and innovative processing solutions allow for a specialized approach to providing merchant bank processing with 100% full fee disclosure. TCS is one-stop shopping for all your merchant services solutions. Our clients save money 100% of the time. Trust Tanker Consulting Services, the knowledgeable, professional, and friendly provider of secure payment services. We set the standard by which others are measured. Call now for a free written analysis. 609-922-0201.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
Welcome back to Morning Coffee, everybody, right here on the Radio Vision Network. So glad you joined us. I'm continuing my conversation with Colleen O'Brien, and she is a Theta Healer and an actress and an all-around great lady. You just need to go to the website first and foremost and check it out. But I wanted you, Colleen, to walk us through kind of a session, what it's like. So I really I'm looking for answers, and I don't know what to do. I came across a person that they told me about Theta Healing. I contacted you, and I said, Colleen, I'm interested in a session. What do we do? How do we get started?
Well, a session is going to be you and I having a conversation, and we'll be trying to find out what is really going on. Like what is this subconscious belief that is holding you back? And the way to really interview your subconscious is to use muscle testing to see we can test, do you have this belief? And then once you agree to change it, after I go into Theta, we can then test, has that belief been changed? So let's review how we do muscle testing.
Yeah.
Because basically it's based on kinesthesiology, so that when you say something that is true for you, then your muscles will tighten, and when you say something that is false, your muscles will weaken. So one of the best ways to do this on camera is if you take your non-dominant hand and you make a ring with your index finger and your thumb. Okay, and you're going to hold it pretty tight, but not like super, super tight. You're not going to clench, but you're going to hold it pretty tight because we're going to try and break that ring with our other finger. So when you say something that is true, like this is my yes, your muscles are going to tighten and you're not going to be able to get through. When you say something that you believe is false, like you say this is my no, you're going to be able to get through. So try and calibrate it.
Wait, what? But I didn't say anything. I just went through.
Yeah, okay. Well then, say it out loud. This is my yes.
This is my yes.
Okay. And now say, this is my no.
This is my no.
Okay, you might be holding it too. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Well, I mean, you can manipulate that if you...
Well, yeah, you don't want to think too much
you
about
don't want
it.
to,
So,
right.
there is a little, you got to make sure you find out what the right pressure is.
Okay.
You also got to make sure you're hydrated because, of course, we're working with the electrical systems of the body, and that'll burn up a lot of water, so...
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, you're determining, basically, the validity of the answer based on how tight the muscles are. Is that maybe not the validity of the answer, but the truth of the answer?
It's what do you believe is true? What's true for you right here at this moment? So, for instance, you could say, this is my yes, this is my no, and then you say something that you know is true. Like, my name is Colleen. I'm wearing a hat.
It's so, like... It's so like for me, like, again, going back to that hypnotism story where I was I threw up the mind block.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I wanted to make sure that was closed all of the time, I could, or if I wanted to make sure that it got through,
mm-hmm.
I could do that too. But I think what you're looking at me like that is that if I just keep doing this and stop thinking about it, I eventually will hit.
Mm-hmm. That you'll trust it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of amazing.
And there are a number of different ways to muscle test. That you could stand up and do a sway test. There's other things you can do with your fingers too. Some people do 2 rings. Some people do 2 fingers. Some people, go. I don't know if that's going to show up on camera. Yeah. So look. There's plenty of YouTube videos. Look up online how to muscle test. If one way doesn't work necessarily for you, I just picked this way because that's the way I do it, and I thought it was the most camera ready way to do it.
Friendly. Yeah.
But you can do this for anything. Like this is how I order food off of a menu anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, do I want
something
do I want a cheeseburger?
on this page?
No.
Or, right.
No.
Do I want the fish or do I want the chicken?
Wow.
Yeah.
So after we've done the muscle testing, what is it like? What is the next step?
So if we find a limiting belief, like a common limiting belief people have is, like, I love myself. They think, oh yeah, I love myself.
They think they do.
And then when they test, they get a no.
Right.
And it's like, oh, well, do you want to change that? So they say yes. So I say, with your permission, I will ask the creator of all that is, or whichever entity they want to name that,
right,
to change your belief. I love myself, no. Do I love myself, yes. In the highest and best way. Okay. And then I go into the Theta meditation. I witness that change, and then we muscle test again, and then it says yeah. Was it a client? Is it a subject? Is it what is the? Yeah, client.
Client. So is the client really just kind of like are they laying down? Are they sitting up?
Yeah, they're sitting up. We're having a conversation, but it's energetic. I can do this on the phone. I can do this on Skype.
Wow.
We don't need to be in the same room. We don't even need to be touching.
Wow. How do you? But because it's energy, because it's based in energy, and energy.
And I'm connecting to the energy of all that is. Wow.
You need to go to the website right now, O'BrienTheta.com, and get in touch with Colleen just to learn more about this. This is so cool.
I've even got some client testimonials on there too, so you can see what some other people's experiences have been as well.
Yeah, I urge you just get in touch with her and talk to her because she's interesting, if nothing else, right? So you could at least have a good conversation with somebody that knows her stuff, and it's just really cool to me because I think people are always looking for other ways to improve, right? We know the ways. Eating better, exercising.
Oh, and you can do belief work about weight. I just got that certification.
Boom.
Yeah, because it's not about the food.
It's never
about the food.
It's not about the food.
It's not about the food.
What is it about?
It's about your limiting beliefs.
These limiting beliefs, I'm going to punch those limiting beliefs right in the face. I hate those limiting beliefs.
You love them away.
I love them away?
Yes.
I don't punch them in the face away?
You love them away. You thank them for because your subconscious loves you. Your subconscious is just trying to protect you. So all of these limiting beliefs that it's running, it just wants you to survive.
I wish my limiting beliefs would just be a little bit more open to be not so limiting. So I need a Theta Healing session. That's what I need, right?
Absolutely.
Boom. We just discovered it, folks. You need a Theta Healing session, too. And Colleen is going to tell you guys how to go about it right now. Colleen, I'd like you looking at that camera right there. The time is yours.
I am Colleen O'Brien. I am a certified Theta Healing practitioner. You can find me on my website, O'BrienTheta.com, and we can book a session. So I can do it on the phone, I can do it in person, I can even do it on Skype. If you are ready to change those limiting beliefs that are holding you back from living the life you really want, we can change them quickly and easily, always with your permission and in the highest and best way with Theta Healing. So I look forward to hearing from you soon.
That was beautifully said. Perfect. That was awesome. Colleen, this was great to catch up for a few minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. It was fantastic seeing you.
Yeah, and I hope everybody out there enjoyed it too. I mean, I felt like I kind of forgot that the cameras are there, right? We're just kind of talking for a half hour, but no, it's fantastic, and I urge everybody out there to go and get in touch with Colleen. Go to the website. Or ColleenO'Brien.com is her acting website.
And they're linked. You can get to O'BrienTheta.com by going to ColleenO'Brien.com if you need.
So I'm going to throw this out there, and I've never thrown this out there for myself, but I'm going to throw this out there for you. Any producers, guys, you want to work with some top talent? Colleen is one of the top female talents in Philadelphia. She's not just female talents, but talents. But I'm a male talent. She's a female talent, right? So if you need the male,
yes,
you call this guy.
I would love to work with Mark again.
Of course.
So call us both.
Yeah, right? No, so really, you can't go wrong. Get in touch with Colleen. She's fantastic. So thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much,
You're
Mark.
quite
this
welcome.
was fantastic.
It was. So happy Thanksgiving, folks. That's going to do it for me here. And listen, everybody have a great one, all right? And we'll see you again soon on Morning Coffee on the Radio Vision.